let's talk real estate. Because a lot of talk around the water cooler, or a lot of talk for the past couple of years, is that we're on another verge of a crash. Or that right now is an awful time to buy. Bottom line, that is not the case, guys. And so here I'm going to try to provide a little bit of information to you all. Recent insight provided by HR indicated that only 8 out of the 50 top markets in this country are now sitting 5% or below their peaks in 2022. Austin being one of them, and the only city in Texas where prices were sinking 13.8 from their peak. Yikes. Here in Houston, though, we're staying steady. We're staying strong. We have only seen median prices down by 3% on year to date, currently sitting around $335 per Redfin. Low inventory and people moving from west are keeping the markets tamed. So all that being said, current prices for the greater Houston area are sitting at $345 from $240 in 2019, and that was before the pandemic. Current months of inventory are sitting around 2.8 months. Remember, guys, 6 months of inventory is what's considered the tipping point to become a buyer's market from a seller's market. So we are still very much in a seller's market. For Harris County, we're at 35 median days to get a house sold. And per Redfin, it is only 21 days. And again, remember, 335 being the median price, 350 is the median price for Harris County. And so what does this all mean, guys? Well, as you probably have been watching the news and talking to your family and friends, interest rates have definitely gone up. Within less 24 months, we had historical low rates to historical highs. And so, of course, that has now allowed for people to get onto the fence and wait to see what is going to happen. But if I can provide any insight, because again, we are humans, we need places to live, specifically houses, condos, townhomes, apartments, etc. So if you have the opportunity to buy right now, you don't need 20% down. Remember, there's a lot of niche programs out there for anybody. But to that, if you can get in right now and have the opportunity with less competition, you can buy a house at the purchase price or even negotiate the purchase price, okay? Instead of going above asking price. If interest rates were to go down by half to 1% tomorrow, I guarantee we would be probably in another frenzy where people would be trying to snag any house, and you'd be going 5 to 20% over asking and not saving that money. But if you could buy a house now with the high interest rate, lock it in, and then in the foreseeable future, when rates go down, refinance, save yourself a lot of money, okay? And guess what? When that happens, equity is going to go up too, because we just don't have the demand. We have too many people out in this population. There is a new generation that is coming out and buying houses. And with that being said, it is allowing for us not to have enough inventory. The numbers are showing it right now. Last year we were chatting and saying that, market crash was going to happen because of the high interest rates. But we've gone through a year of that, and people have still been buying houses. Of course, they have slowed down a little bit. Again, we were at a condition 2 years ago where we were at historical low rates, and people would buy a house with it being on the market for an hour. Now, houses are sitting a little bit over a month. So it's a little bit different, but it's not as different. If you would have asked me 7 years ago, I remember putting a house on the market, I would tell a seller that it would take anywhere from 3 to 7 months to sell, maybe even longer. But that's not the current conditions, guys. So if I could provide any insight, again, it would be to consider potentially buying right now so that you're saving your future self a lot of money and a lot of stress, because when you do have to compete, it's not fun. It's a lot of stress for you as a homeowner. It's a lot of time, but it also is a lot of time for us realtors as well. And so, let's try to go out there and be savvy and just think of this just not as like a stock or any kind of investment, because guess what? It is a place to rest your head. It is a place that is going to protect you. It is a place that everybody needs. And so it is something that you should consider. When we're looking at rentals, that is an option, of course. But if you look at rentals from the year to date or year over year from last year, increase in demand has gone up. And that's because there is a lot of people that would have bought if interest rates were low, but are on the fence and waiting for interest rates to go down. And so they decided to rent. And so if we're looking at the year over year, it's been an increase in 15% just in this city, Houston. Average prices have gone up 8% from the year over year from last year. Now we're right around $2,050 to $2,100 a month. And guess what? That's paying someone's mortgage. So, if I could only provide, again, any insight to you guys, it would be that you reach out to us and reconsider your thoughts. Actually talk to, not me, but talk to anybody that is a realtor in the industry. It is our fiduciary obligation to represent you and to make sure that you're taken care of. This is a huge investment. And so with that being said, let's think about the future and try to game plan for it. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're wanting to hear more content on the weekly basis. My name is Russell Lempertz. I am the team owner of the Lempertz Group, powered by eXp Realty here in Houston, Texas, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day.